Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken. The knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, 70 in.
Mike, hey man, watch the boot.
Now a first down throw for Young. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Nice 7, let's go. 55.
Here's Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready.
53 is the mark.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Young now from the 50. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get ready. They're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive in Washington. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Washington. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Ross, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first, here's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam. Slam. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Kill. Kill. Leo. Check. 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 Ready to go.
Looking to throw. Young. And the catch made by Johnson. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
14 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ready. 53. Mike.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 3-3.
On deck, baby. On deck. 53 is the mark. Bring it. Bring it. Ready.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. Let's go. Mike 53. You better be afraid of me.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson. Check 53's mark. Check that. H3 218. Chopper, chopper. Safety's creeping. Out, 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 out. Set, go.
3rd and long for Young. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-3.
The score, Eagles 10, Lions 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. His throw incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running it, Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
In your face.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
1st down, Lions.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Young on third down. And he's got his man Hilton. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
We got this.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You don't see me in your nightmare. Protein smell. See me in your nightmare.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Yep, go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Third down, Young from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. It's Young on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, Young again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to go down again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They run with Washington. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 41 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch hard. Check. Fresno. Shift. 25. Check 25. Check 20. You're out. Time go. And go.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Young from the shotgun. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Set. 10 Lobo. Tackles. Smoke. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
3 buzz.
Third and short yardage, Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 on the give. This is Washington. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
You're not ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist. Slam, rock.
To throw, Young. A screen to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Set. 18, David. Watch the slant. Go on. Watch the slant. Watch the saw dog. Under 10. 10.
He's coming. Double up.
Young working out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll try to counter with Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Washington. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
I got you. Kill, 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 kill. 66. Bullet ride. Orbit.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, Young. Open man is Kirk, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Got it.
53 is the line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Got it.
To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That throw by Young incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 4, check 4.
See it. Lock it. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Ready.
Now Young, operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Throwing to start the drive. Fields going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now here's Young. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Rip left.
Hey, check right. Watch 55. It's our field. Exit. Hey, it's our house.
Young throwing on fourth down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Fields able to get away. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A handoff for Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Heavy weapon. Kill. Ready, go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make him in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Young, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.